Thank you very much, Sister Monica, for having invited me here to share some ideas. I have no question, but I just would like to share some thoughts. How can we reduce our negative views of concept? We all know that the Buddha's doctrine, the fundamental doctrines of the Buddha is the mind. And from this point, we see that everything is connected with our mind. So actually, then they think that where is our mind? Where from which, in which point that our negative views are arise. So everybody we know that when we think positive, then we are very happy. And the main purpose is to be happy. And when we are in a negative state, our mind is in a negative state, and we are very sorry, very sad. And the connection with the positive and negative state is the ignorance and wisdom. I think ignorance and wisdom. And sometimes we are being habituated with the kind of negative ideas and thoughts. And actually, when the negative thought arises in us, and sometimes we feel ourselves energetic. It is like a kind of energy. We feel that when I think something negative, actually, but through that kind of feeling, so we are very happy. And we feel that a kind of energy comes in us, and we enjoy with that kind of energy. So when we repeatedly think in this way, in this process, actually it affects in our psychophysical body, it affects in our body and mind. So finally our mental state stand in some kind of a state that if we don't think negative, we are not happy. Sure. Actually it become like this. Then the understanding this is most important. When we understand it, how can we change our mental thought? There is a called cognitive therapy. They talk about when we see something negative, and how can we change it from positive state point. Because the outside environment we cannot control, but we can control inside us. Suppose something happening outside, like criticism, difficult circumstances that's happening outside us. Thank you. We cannot control that, but we can control our mind. So finally, we have to control ourselves, how we can have it with a positive kind of thought. Thank you.
Yes, any question? More any question?
Yeah, please try.
Now I need a doctor or psychotherapy or counselor. As a counselor, how can you reduce negative thought with your client? Okay?
Brother and sister, I don't have any question, but I have one. My thinking, I want to share a little bit about how to reduce the negative thought. The first time I also think about the Uniso Manastikara, because this is the main tool better to practice. But now I share my practice. When you see something, your eye to look the shy outside, and you have the eye consciousness. When the eye consciousness is over there, they just like the camera to take the picture. And then after that, in your mind, have the thinking. This is the thinking process. The first just is the eye consciousness process, and the second is the thinking process after that. And I just focus on my practice. The first, if you want to reduce your negative thoughts, the first you should practice samatha. You should stop. When have something arise in your mind, you have the good samadhi, you can stop. If you cannot stop it, practice stop, samatha, you also follow your thinking. So that's the first time we just do one thing, stop thinking first by samatha. And the second, after that, if you have a good concentration, have a good samadhi, after that, you can see your thinking and you can train. Because if you don't have the power to stop thinking, you cannot lift your mind into the negative or the positive. Because your mind also have the pathway. This is the role, the path, the process, the hardest energy already. And always go this way. And now when you stop and you do the new way for your mind, for your brain, by the Yoniso Manasikara. Yoniso Manasikara is mean you thinking and you plus with the wisdom. The wisdom or the knowledge of the wisdom. And this is the way we practice and we reduce. If you have the good way like this, you do the new way for the new path in your brain. The brain science, they say this is the new pathway. The new pathway train your behavior, train your thinking. And I can conclude my experience. The first thing you should practice, stopping or samatha. And then second thing you can train by we can say this is vipassana too. Because you can see in something as they are. It means that you use the vipassana and you can train your mind and you can train the world too. This is when you train, you have the samatha and vipassana, you can train your negative thought. Thank you for your listening.
Yes, thank you very much. We need to give us the very best way to reduce our negative thought. But you know, she mentioned about the psychology. Psychology is a subject, research, the mind and behavior. And randomly, all psychologists that I read his book, all that, when they write a book, they practice meditation before. Almost them go to Syria or Myanmar or Thailand, they practice meditation. And all psychologists or psychiatrists use mindfulness is the core of treatment on their client. So that's why mindfulness is the basic thing in reduce our negative. And And the second, Bhikkhuni Prabhu also mentioned if we have wisdom and we stop thinking, enough wisdom to stop thinking by practice samadhi is also the way adjustment our behavior to change our minds and change the world. But if we are practice meditation, and meditation is the best method. If we have wisdom, we got wisdom from practice meditation, we don't need to discuss today about how to reduce negative thought. So I mean, we are now in the problems of negative thought, and you are negativity person in your life. So how can you reduce? Just not only theory of the Dhamma or theory of the life. You are the victim of negative. So how can you reduce that? How can you overcome? How can you move on your body, your mind, move on your thoughts? Adjust to the positive thought. I would like to invite someone from here to raise your opinion about this.
Who's
Okay, invite you.